Hello there. Is that you who's got everything? How am I doing today? I'm very well, thank you very much. Doing a drawing, which is a sort of preparation of a backdrop, of like a uh, background scene for one of the paintings. Was that you who has everything Wi-Fi controlled? Sorry, but I don't exactly see the people well on hubs because they. Yes, it's you. Yeah, it's interesting. I thought about you today because you see, I told you yesterday that I like the fact that I can switch off my washing machine whenever I want in the middle of the program and things like that. And today I'm planning to wash a sheepskin in my machine. So I'm going to do a special procedure that is partly manual and partly automatic. And I can only do it because I can fully control my machine. So I'm happy about that. And I thought about it and I thought, oh, it's good job I don't have the things so heavily automatized and with so much all of this with so much of all of the sensory electronic things because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to wash my sheepskin. Yeah. But it's very convenient. It's honestly like something you don't need. Ah, right. Yeah, it's very convenient. Yes, I know. I've heard the people talking about it. It's very funny. They talk about all those sensory devices that they're going to have and run in their households. And they're all going to know what you need and what your preferences are. It's funny to me. It's for the reason to brag at a grocery store how you like control your washing machine at home. You're joking. Yeah, it's funny. It's a sort of Germanic type of dream. This kind of concept. I hear a lot about it from from German sources about all these automatic machines that it with so developed sensory mechanisms that are able to fulfill one's preferences in that sort of funny way. Good luck with that. I don't mind. I just think it's funny. I like my things like um in my own hands control and my preferences. Well, I know them the best. So I wouldn't like some sensors to read that instead of it. Yeah, still waiting on fiber. And cable. Just moved. I just moved. I said yes. That's why I'm waiting on it. Ah, right. For fiber optic cable, right? Yes, for internet. Right, right. Yeah, I have that one. That's the one I have. I'm using. It's very good. But and I tried to connect to my Wi-Fi like lights, but it doesn't work. It needs internet to work. Yeah, I think it's because the router is not a wireless on. Yes. So that's what I think. Yes, friend. I think it's because the router is not a wireless router only. Mm-hmm. No, it's not only because it has to get access to start off all the settings, right? Because I have Wi-Fi. But not, and then I but like home central needs to internet first, so I think it's because the router is not a wireless router only to my phone, but I don't have internet, so technically I should be able to connect Wi-Fi things, but not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. You need to set it all up whilst it has connection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad I can start and stop my machine whenever I want manually. I tell you that, especially with my sheepskin. I read this article recently about the bed bugs in my city, so I take very good care of things and watch out a lot. And beautiful. Thank you. I'm reading comments on hubs, so I cannot always see who writes what. So please understand if I'm not continuing the dialogue in a linear way because I don't know who says what. Hubs. Yeah. You got it. Hello, Mike. Eat any good organs today? Yeah, I did. Pate from liver and pate with the calf's heart. I've been eating a bit of that every day, for not every day, but regularly, every now and then, since we've made those huge pates from organs. Yeah, it was really lovely. Had a good amount of pig's liver pate and calf's heart pate. And it was amazing, really delicious. We had that and some fish. Nice. Yeah, it is. It is really nice. It really is amazing the power and energy in that kind of food. I really like it. I've further plans for interesting bits from the butchers. I have to still find out what's possible and um, how do they deal with the animals? How do they cook their meat? Because in every place they do it differently. So there's a couple of questions I have to the butchers about the different cuts of meat and different organs. But it's not bad here because traditionally people do eat organ meat a lot. It's just they have a set uh, recipes and types, and they rather stick to the ones they know. And my ones are a little bit different, like a lot of French influences in the type of food I want to make. Yeah, we had some quite dramatic weather today. It was like a little bit of a snowstorm, but light storm, and there was a big contrast between springtime weather and winterly time weather trying to get in. It's very interesting. Actually, very, very cold. Met a friend and were speaking with her, standing outside for quite some time. You could really feel the chill in her bones, and at the same time, feel the sun very strongly. You used to get that type of weather at the seaside. This time of year, this happens. Yes, exactly. I'm kind of used to this type of weather, but in another place, not here. It's strange. And then there we had this. Hello there. And we had this huge clouds in the sky, and they were like they looked like waterfalls, one going into another, and mixed colors of clouds also, like the dark ones and the bright ones and that. And all the Easter eggs have been tidied away already. We saw them driving away on the big vans. Big Easter eggs going away. Golden Rabbit is gone. Golden Rabbit and its big eggs have been taken away. And the only things left is the stormy weather. I'll have roasted broccoli and vegetables lasagna for lunch with cauliflower wrap instead of pasta for the lasagna. Ah, right. Sounds interesting. We are going to make a big stew afterwards. At the same time as washing sheepskin, which I have to take a very good care of due to what's happening in the city. Yeah, I understand. I think you mean you do this cauliflower type dough instead of like dough with pasta. So you mean probably cauliflower with mozzarella cheese and that kind of thing to make it like a dough but without using flour things. That's how I understood it. Yes, it's without carbs. Yes, yes, I understood that one. I know this recipe. It's interesting. It works as an interesting texture. We've we've done it a little bit differently because we seen a lot of these things that try to replace carbs or replace bread when with something else, bread made of this and that. But oh, we stopped even trying to want to replace this type of food with others. We just simply eat differently now, um, with without using the bread type things or wrap type things or pasta type things. But I understand what you mean, and it's quite enjoyable and it's fun to see how you can create those textures of foods with completely different ingredients. Yeah, it is a good thing. It's very interesting. People are very surprised about it. Mhm. Yeah. Well, yeah. But this one is good. You take take more from this one, or from the blue glass. It helps me. Yeah, it's really light. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, it's more simple. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a couple of other things because it's such a mixing word. I know it's really, mm. And also those lines in front of the shops. Yeah. Because not only we had this funny weather, but had to also stand in a line like Felix. Yeah. That was crazy atmosphere, was it? Hello, yes, I'm white. I, I'm very white. Did you read that I like girls? Do you like any American movies for celebrities? No, I don't, Mike. I don't like any of those things at all. I don't even watch them. sports? No, no, neither. My inspiration um, is very specific. My inspiration is very specific. It comes purely from beautiful, young, natural females. That's where my inspiration comes from, and I keep very hygienic about influences, if you know what I mean, like those cultural, social influences type things. So that's why I don't consume these pop cultural things as such. And similar with sports. I mean, I know some type of sports people, some athletes and that, and I talk with them and I find their stories very interesting, and things concerning their lifestyle and health and yeah, like dietary choices. But I don't I keep specific to my inspiration, which does come from beautiful young natural females. Only that. And that's the only source where I sort of agreed to be influenced from or by. I don't know the name you've written, Mike. I don't know. Sounds like a female name. I don't know her. Russian gold medal skating champion. Ah, right. No, I don't watch things like that. No. As I said, I know some people in both type of professions, like, but I don't consume it in such a way. So I know people who do it and who are into it, but I don't watch it. Too bad I can't see you all. Oh well. Did you read that I like girls? When you say young girls, what age is too old? Well, what I mean is I like the positive type. Well, I rather don't get inspired by mother figures, if you know what I mean. So that's why. And that's the Russian. Wait, I'm seeing the. That's it. So I don't get inspired by a mother character. So when a girl becomes a mother, I think it's then a different type of character. It's not the type that inspires me. So when I say young, I mean not mothers. I think, yeah, I mean that they haven't made certain irreversible choices that made the character of their existence irreversibly different. And that's also why I say natural, because natural they haven't made these irreversible changes to their appearance, like tattoos, piercings, even makeup, or sometimes different alteration to natural look, even hair coloring and things like that. Simple procedures that um, girls and women do, and I find them more inspiring in the most natural form. And I also mean naturally born females. Mm, I'm clear about that. At some fashion shows when we were very busy, it was very hectic, and I wasn't sure, so I had to make sure that at my catwalks there's only females who are naturally born females. It was very important to me. It's also because what interests me is the subject of light. Light in the sense of light, like brightness, but also light like a light actually by weight in a material sense, light. So that's also what it has to do with the subject of light in a sense of brightness, light. As you see, even in this simple drawing, I'm using light a lot. Like I'm using light to make the space come out, sort of thing. So yeah, light is brightness and not heavy with the weight. I am painting the light. That's right, I am. I am drawing actually. Today I'm drawing, and sometimes I'm painting live as well as otherwise, because I switch on the stream sometimes whilst I'm working, and sometimes I draw, sometimes I paint, and part of those times I stream. Yeah, that's what I do. Hello. I'm fine, thank you very much. Doing a drawing. I never said hi, sweetie. I didn't say that. Yes, I know somebody else said it. They say it regularly. Hello. Yeah, and to answer to you more fully, Mike, I also don't get inspired by wives of people. Like sometimes people say, "Oh, you'd like my wife" or something because they know I like females. I like those. That's why also I say I like young, beautiful, natural girls because I don't feel alright at this. Oh, my wife likes you, or you like my wife. Mm, no, thank you. It's not my cup of tea. This kind of thing. So it's okay if they're a mother and a wife. For them, it's okay, but it's not where I source my inspiration from. I try to make it closer to you. What type of inspiration I use as an artist? Where do I source my inspiration from? So and you asked to specify, so that's 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 how I try to let you know about it, because all this doesn't come from nowhere. It's through a lot of experiences and talking to people. And when I just say I like girls, then they say, "Oh, my wife, you and my wife would be great together. My wife likes you. You should get on." And I don't like to be put in this kind of situations. And also from my own experience, I know that women and who had children are that they are emotionally structured in a different way. The sort of mindset and emotional structure changes. What do I think? I have. Um, so they so it doesn't sort of fit to my polygamic uh, uh, creative ways of oh yeah, relationships and emotional bonds, emotional or sensual, whatever bonds with females. Using emojis, listen. Well, WhatsApp number? No, no way. Do you know I like girls? Yes, energy. What energy? No, and then react to that. You are, and what? I'm Polish from Poland, Mike. Is it working? Charging? Are Polish people tolerant of lesbians? So, Mike. It's very, very. Mm, my situation is a lit. It's very unique because I don't belong to any of the groups. Um, there are different groups, usually connected by political bonds, if you know what I mean. And I've always stayed away from all of those. So my thing is a bit different. I'm also not monogamic, and a lot of these girls are very, they create relationships like just based on two of them, and kind of possessive one of another. They're often also very jealous. I don't like jealousy. I've met quite some of them, and I've hung out with them a bit, just enough to see what the world is like and what it is about. And to be honest with you, I didn't like it, so I'm not part of any scene or any group like that. Um, Chatting with you, WhatsApp, please send me your WhatsApp. No, I'm not sending WhatsApp. Hi, reply me. Was reply me? Reply. I don't see who says what, but if that's you about WhatsApp, then the reply is no. Please answer. Why do you behave like the dog rubbing against someone's leg? This asking please all the time. You are like like a dog who's rubbing against someone's leg. I told you to stop behaving like a dog that jumps someone's leg. Do you not see like that? Do you not, just writing like that, it doesn't do anything else and makes you funny like that. It's literally like a dog that comes closer to someone and rubs against their leg. You got nowhere with me. No, Going good? Yes, fine, thank you. Going good. It's a lot of those emotion. I feel close to you. Stop dreaming. I'm into girls, I told you. You do 1 hour streams or more? Depends. Depends. Usually around 1 hour, but it depends. What's with people saying they know the type of person and then they don't know, but they still say it? Saying they know the type of person and they don't know, but they still say it. Like what type of person I am, and they know that type. What's that? Person they don't they know that type. It's that. I think that's prejudice. And it's like type of person. But with me, it's, they know that I like girls, but they yeah maybe yeah with me it is that they know that I like girls. What does prejudice mean? They have preconceived ideas about somebody. So, for example, if I well, I tried this kind of thing before. Like, if I was to act like a boy and I had my head shaved, which I had before, so how can you say that it's not the right idea? No, it isn't. It isn't the right idea. So there's a lot of prejudice about things, about like, yeah, I love his joke is wonderful. Send me your WhatsApp number, please. No, not sending your WhatsApp or anything like that. I don't know which man are you fascinated in, Junior. I don't know who is he, but I don't mind that you like guys. I'm into girls myself. I don't talk or chat or act in any way that makes me put into like something that would make people say, I know what type of person you are. I'm really a good ghost. I think that if you focus on your individual features, there is no bad chance of that, because just by nature you point out all your little details and things about you that make you different, and those are the things that make it harder for people to put you in one group or another. And I think that's the most genuine behavior too, because then you don't, like, for example, when you say something, you don't try to say what you are expected to say, but what you really mean. And there's lots of sort of ready phrases that people repeat constantly, one of them or another. Yeah, what I mean. Yeah, and it comes automatic for them to repeat those. And also there is a kind of pressure that people put one on another to behave in a certain way, so they can get the result they want from that person. Like this silly bugger asking about a WhatsApp number. They they ex- they believe that someone will behave along with how they pressure them to. Maybe they're pressured. Yeah, yeah. But the more genuine you are with your answers and behavior, the harder you are to put in one of those groups to make the to make the prejudice about you, because your genuine answers let people know things about you that make them impossible to put you in one of those contrasted groups they they imagine for themselves, which I think is very much a peacemaking factor actually, because all those tensions and contrasts between the people, they get boosted by those. A few review, yes, I know this. It happened one time like 5 years ago. Mm. To you, right? It happened to you one time 5 years ago. 1 in 5 years or more, yeah, so what you're saying is true. My age? I am 36 soon. I'm 35 right now, but I'll be 36 soon. 36, so old. Yeah, that's right. My age only 20. Ah, you are 33, and yeah, I'm 23. It's okay. And I'll be back. Yeah, yeah, as I said, ring your mop. No problem for me. No, I will not send you WhatsApp number. And stop behaving like a dog rubbing against someone's leg. Silly buggers. Alright, you back. And that one is from Pakistan. That's the WhatsApp number. Nobody's interested in your number, dear. Why do you even why do you even bother? I'm not interested in your number or anything like that. I am into girls, not guys. I'm not interested in anything like that, including your number. Go and play your monkey games with someone else. Ask your dad to show you his boobs or something. You can't say that to me though, because I would be like, oh, the boobs, yeah, that boobs, yeah. That's why I said it. That's why. Content is mine. Oh, okay. And you're writing to me. Yes, I see. And I see the emojis. As I said, I'm streaming on Hubs, so I don't see exactly who says what on other platforms. Not always it's written, so I don't see your name, see you writing. I'm not writing. You wrote witting. What was witting? What you witting for? The crazy boy. Yeah, I'm not bothered. I'm into girls. I like girls, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. What do you not understand? I'm waiting for you. Oh, don't bother. Then switch it off and follow me and don't bother waiting. I'm into girls. Thirst. Mm. Just texted this guy who rented this apartment I bought that if he doesn't pick up his things by Friday, I'm gonna throw it. Yeah. Now I think it's a difficult situation for that. In normal circumstances, I would be all for it, but try to see if he can pick things up. It's difficult nowadays for everybody. So maybe you could be a little bit more understanding, like pack his things and keep them to one side. I'm quite mercenary myself, but nowadays it's a little bit different. Maybe he really can't pick it up. You need the storage and you own this now. Yeah, I understand you want to claim your turf and things like that, but you know, you don't have to pee in the corners of your place either, right? Unless that's what you're doing, claiming your turf, peeing here and there. Well, as I said, I'm quite mercenary myself, but nowadays I think you have to be a little bit more understanding to people because maybe he really cannot shift his stuff yet. Things have been made very difficult for many people. Mm, He said nothing, and now it's Wednesday. I sent him a text a few days ago, and he said Monday. So you pick up and said it come. He gave him 2 weeks. This Monday. In the start. Yeah. Sure, but like listen, 1 month before I moved in, he knew about it. Yeah, that's difficult. And can you get through to him just by calling? I prefer that for myself because sometimes messages don't get through. It's not really even my problem because the guy I bought it from should have dealt with this. Yes, I understand, but maybe try to call him. I would suggest to try to call because messages don't always get through to people. Sometimes they even land in message requests or things like that. We have done that and texted a lot too. So you tried to call. I think as long as you tried to call directly and inform, and just even call, but it's like he doesn't pick up and just ignore it. Uh, yeah, is there anything important? And I live in a, yes, understand you. Then I would evaluate if there are important things or not. It's my plans I own it, so it's basically mine. I'll be careful with the things. Place is yours, but things I don't know. But he used to live here, but he needs to move. It doesn't understand that you, the parental woman. Yeah, I know. WhatsApp content, the rules, WhatsApp content. I don't know. I think, all these guys who ask those things like that, I think sooner or later they will all grow 3 boobs themselves because they just simply are not going to become a man enough ever. So I don't bother about them. Mm, yeah. So I tell you, if you continue behaving that, but yes, I prefer women. Yes, I prefer females, not guys. So yeah, they're gonna they're gonna get too much estrogen by doing so. Yes, I prefer women, but please don't introduce me to your wife nor your mother. Must so getting like them comments like that. It's kind of it doesn't disturb you, see, because I treat it kind of like a test and a challenge. I find it interesting, if anything. When you when you see beyond that, it actually is really quite interesting. Having a pro gamer and being the best gets attract a lot of them comments too, like your body. Yeah, exactly. When I don't know, yes, it does. It does. They try all kinds of things. They try compliments, but in the same sense, they can try insults as well. Both happen to me. And I'm playing my top level, and you get that comment. What does that mean? When I'm playing top level, and you get that comment. What does that mean? You know what it means. It means unfair competition. They cannot. It means they cannot. It's hard for them to beat you in a honorable, honest, competitive way, but they cannot compete Exactly. Then it's even more because they can't even enter the competition. It's all very, very primitive, very low, very animal-like game. But unfortunately, the world is full of it, and not just online. In reality, it's the same. Like I like to carry my things. I like to when we go shopping. I like to carry the shopping. Uh, um, yeah, I like to do physical things, and constantly the guys try to stop me from doing it. But I don't let them. But they don't want to understand it. It's ridiculous. Mm, they they get jealous and competitive that you might be stronger, that you might be better, that you might beat them, that you might get their girls. I would imagine what if I get the girls that they like, and that happens as well. I don't see what's wrong with. So they try to help you, but you want to do it yourself. I don't see what's wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong as long as they ask in a kind way, and I refuse. But when they get kind of frustrated about it, when they know me already and they know I don't let it, and I want to do it myself because that's my way for my muscles and my strength, then it is because it's this sort of competition thing. Smiley, smiley, yeah. Yeah, as a kind offer, there's nothing wrong with that. Even compliments, also, there is nothing wrong with them said in that way. But when somebody knows already, and they know what I'm, when I've stated at least one time that I'm into girls, that I like to carry my weight, that this is my sort of form of workout, and I want to do it, then it's like they stop you from exercising. It's like they would go come to you at the gym and pick up your weight for you. They want to stop you from getting better, getting stronger. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine for me. It's like they don't care about you. Yes, and they don't want you to improve. And they can do it in various ways. Sometimes even trying to be nice. But no problem. Yeah, no problem. I've got no problem with that. Especially when I get the girls they like. Like fake nice. Yes, fake nice. Yes, yes. It comes in many forms. Many forms. Yes, that's right. So I do anything. Uh-huh. Focusing so annoying sometimes. Mm. Are we going to be washing the 16 soon and that? So I'll switch it now maybe and we start in the thing. Alright? So we're going to continue our evening. I think with the yeah. So thank you very much for joining me on this stream, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.